Hello, welcome to another episode of What Was Said podcast. I appreciate everyone that's new listening, old listening, everybody that's coming to this. I know I need to promote this podcast more because I can't say I have been slacking, but I appreciate all the love and all the support. And if you're not a supporter, continue to support. And if you are becoming a supporter, thank you for coming over here because I can't say my podcast is going to be the best, and it is the best, okay? Because I got to think like that. I got to be cocky with it, okay? Because if I don't, how am I going to succeed in this podcast industry when it's oversaturated and filled with everybody that's doing it, when there's so many celebrities that want to do the same thing? Like, not to speak on it, but Caitlyn Jenner and Lamar Odom doing a podcast, like, I don't see that podcast lasting long. That's none of my business, but I don't see what can y'all talk about. Like, y'all talk about sports and stuff. Like, Caitlyn Jenner, you once was a man, so why are you talking about sports? Like, I guess that womanly life ain't what she want because I just don't get it. The brain and the body ain't matching. Like, I don't get it, but it's not for me to get because that's not my life. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next. But like I said, I appreciate everyone for listening, everybody for coming on and turning your ears to this podcast or either turning your ass to it, okay? Like, whatever you doing to listen to this, I appreciate it. Like, because I got to do more, like I said. But I'm going to dive into that a little bit later after I do this little intro. But, yeah. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share, repost, do whatever you can to keep me going because I can't say without you, I wouldn't be here. And without me, I wouldn't be here either. And without the Lord, I wouldn't be able to podcast either, okay? Because He's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. But I always start my podcast off with a little random question. And I can't say I got this question off of Twitter the other day, and I really felt like it was a good question because they asked, if your life were a book, would you read it to see how it ends? And my response to that is, I will read it, but I'll be nervous about getting to the end because I feel like if I read how it ends, I don't want to change my ending because I'm hoping my ending is what I think it is. But I want to know, is that ending just a prediction? Because every day is a choice. But if this book is a blueprint of all the choices I'm going to make, like literally if I go out here today and say, hey, I'm going to make this choice, and they already got the blueprint of that choice, and then my other choice, if I don't choose the previous choice, then I got to know, like, if my life can go that way, like, because every day we make a choice, and that one choice can make or break what goes on in your day. And that is really crazy how life works. Like, literally, you can choose to make one small choice. Like, you can just say, hey, I ain't going to work today. And you not going to work today can make a dramatic effect on your life. Or either you say, hey, I'm going to the grocery store. And that grocery store trip can make a dramatic effect. Like, for instance, me getting into the accident. I was just going, minding my business, coming from the doctor and get into an accident. About to go literally to Subway to pick up my food and go back home so I could go back to work. Like, that literally small decision of me deciding, hey, I'm going to go to the doctor, changed my whole life dramatically. If I would have stayed home, maybe or may not, that same situation would have happened. Who knows? I wish somebody can really tell us the real prediction of our life. But yeah, if I could read a book of my life, I would read it. But I just hope that all the answers I need to all my choices are there. Like, I need to know if I make a left, what's going to happen if I make a right? If I make a right, what's going to happen if I make a left? Like, I need to know everything because I want to make sure that my life end up happy, even though we don't know how my life going to end. We're just living it day to day. But on another note, I can't believe I need to leave this toxic stuff alone because I keep saying I'm leaving Zeus alone, but Zeus single-handedly took money out of my account. I forgot that I had money on my Cash App because everybody knows I know I'm probably the only one that put Zeus on their Cash App and take it out because at the end of the day, you might not use your Cash App that often, but you use your bank account. But I forgot I had some money on my cash out and they snatched their little $4.99 or $5.99, whatever much it was, off my account. So they still paid it. Because I was telling myself and everybody, and even on my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everything, that I was boycotting Zeus because of my own personal reasons. Because I feel like, okay, the show Baddies is really not a good look for females, because I feel like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all getting all this free publicity but no money. Like, you fighting for a golden ticket like y'all Willy Wonka, but not getting it. Like, you fight somebody but don't get the money. Then they got free publicity off of you. So who's winning in this situation? Not you. So I was boycotting because of that, and then it just don't make Black Americans look right. Like, well, African Americans look right. So I just was like, I'm boycotting because there's really no positive feedback from that show. But since I paid, I was watching it, and I don't know how, when, where, and why. I had a dream about baddies. I was dreaming that I was around them. I was in the house with them. And Rolly and them was literally in the house fighting each other. And then the next minute, after they finished fighting, they end up talking about, oh, we good now, we getting along, we friends. I'm like, what? What is going on? What type of delusion am I in? Like, why y'all getting along and y'all just fought each other? Like, I understand, like, people get past stuff and forgive each other, but it was just confusion. Because how y'all just went from fighting each other, knuckle if you buck, and now y'all just cool again. Like, literally, just that fast. But that's beyond me. Then another dream I had, it was about my good dear friend Ashley. I don't know how she got in my dream, but I guess because I was in a group chat with my friends and she was the last one to respond. But I had a dream. We was at my grandma's house and somebody was selling some jewels or some gems or whatever, some jewelry. They were selling something. And she was looking at it and said, Vaughn said, oh, that look nice. Let's, I like that. Let's get that. And she was looking at the gem, the jewelry, or the whatever you want to call it. And she looked at it and she dropped it. So I was panicking. I'm like, girl, we got to find this. We got to find it. So we trying to search for it in my grandma's house in the spot that we was at. So we panicking because we can't find it. So I look at my account in my dream. And for some reason, I see my account is in the negative $5,000. So I'm mad. I'm furious. So y'all know how us Aries are. Like, we like a volcano. So I'm mad, real angry, huffing and puffing because I'm like, not me getting charged $5,000 for something that you lost. Like, so I'm just getting mad. I won't get mad with her, but I'm just getting mad because $5,000 is being subtracted from my account. So I'm getting pissed off and angry. So my mom come and say, Vontae, get in the car, get in the car. I'm like, what? She was like, Vontae, get in the car now, get in the car now. So somebody else pull up. It was like, get in the car, we take you somewhere. I'm like, where am I going? They were like, just get in the car right now, we take you out of here because we won't nothing to happen to you and all of that. So I get in the car and lo and behold, I wake up. I'm glad I woke up because clearly those two dreams was not it. Was not what I wanted to dream about. But that was real rare. I don't know if it was because I ain't had Snickers that day or either I didn't pray that night, but whatever was on my mind was on my mind. And it just concocted a whole random dream. So, Ashley, if you listening, don't drop no jewels around me or no gems or nothing because I ain't paying for $5,000. You on your own with that. I mean, I'm just saying that from the deepest and positive part of my heart. But I love you, but I can't pay $5,000. Because that means that every check I get is going in my account is going to pay that $5,000. But that was weird. But to give y'all a little update on my life, like, this job search is really for the birds because I don't know if the job's not wanting me or I'm not wanting them because I'm applying. Like, I'm really putting my best foot forward and applying, but nobody is literally doing the interviews. Like, what's going on? Like, at first the jobs was out there hiring, but it's like they take it forever to literally put you in there. Like, you already got to wait a week and a whole to get paid from a job, which I don't understand. Like, why we stuck and shackled in my Mary voice to this bi-weekly pay. Like, why is it temp agencies pay weekly, but the contract jobs, the permanent jobs, actually pay bi-weekly? Like, why can't it be optional? Because I feel like it's my money. Like they say, it's my money and I need it now. Like, why gotta be forced to get paid bi-weekly? Like, is it because y'all just lazy and don't want to hire people to handle the weekly pay of work and paperwork and payroll stuff? Because I want to get paid weekly. I don't know about everybody else, but I like a weekly check because at least I know I get paid this week, I'm broke, but in the next week I got another check coming in. Like, why is it that we can't get paid weekly? Like, that's really, I want to know the answer for that. Like, somebody need to help me find out. Whoever listening, please Google or help me find the answer. If you want to tell me about it so I could talk about it a little bit more, we could dive deeper into it, let me know. Because I want to get hired. Like, I'm trying. Like, some jobs, they literally told me, oh, we need your previous jobs, because I redid my resume because I got too many jobs and I don't want to put all my jobs out there. So I started from 2020. They said we needed more before that. I'm like, y'all want my resume to be 2 to 3 pages long? I don't want a Harry Potter book worth of a resume. Like, I literally just wanted to sum it up. So I'm just trying to sum it up for, for some years, from 2020 until now. Like, that's all y'all need to know. Because I feel like if y'all need to know more, I will tell you where I worked at. Ask me. Don't just sit here and make me put it in the resume, because it mean the resume is long, and I don't know if you're going to even look at it past that point. Because if it's 2 to 3 pages, I doubt they looking at it. But I really hope these jobs hire me, because I've been trying, because I want to get unemployment, but I tried last time I was unemployed, but they told me, oh, we will have to subtract the money from your unemployment because you get part-time pay, and whatever you get, they'll literally take the unemployment check and subtract what I get from my part-time job out of my unemployment, and whatever I get is the crumbs. Treating me like a slave, basically, in my eyes. Because I'm like, how am I getting leftovers when I'm applying for unemployment because I'm missing money from my full-time job? Obviously, I won't be applying if my second job was paying me enough. But the way the world works, it just seems like it's set up for us to fail. It really is. And I don't want to believe in it. Every day I'll be thinking positive and be praying for more positivity and to think other ways. But it's like, what is going on? Like, why are we set up to fail? Because it's like, I'm already an African American male. I'm already set up for me to fail because of my skin color. I don't want to fail because because I'm trying to be successful. Like, because it's like I'm trying to climb up the ladder the correct way. I'm not trying to do all this scamming and all this other stuff that everybody's doing, because that's beyond me. Like, I don't want to scam because I feel like it's going to be something negative to happen to me. I don't know if it's going to happen to the next person, but to me, I feel like something's going to happen. But I can say I do have some down days with applying for jobs, because I feel like, okay, why do I want to apply if I know all the money that I'm getting from the job is not benefiting me? It's just helping me to keep other businesses running. That's it. Because the money not going to me. It's going to the bills to help that company, not to help me. Because I just don't get it. Like, how we working, but the checks ain't for us. It's for another company. Like, well, a company is paying us to pay another company. That don't make sense to me. That's why I said in my previous podcast before, if y'all didn't hear it, and y'all go hear it again, I wish we could protest, because these businesses need us more than we need them. Because how are we making less, and we are the ones that's making these businesses run and keeping the lights on in these places? Because without us paying and working at these places, there will be no them. So they should really appreciate us. Just like jobs need to really treat us differently. Like, I ain't gonna say treat us differently, treat us with respect. Because I feel like if you don't want nobody talking to you that way, or your boss, especially the supervisors, managers, whoever. You got somebody higher than you. So why you want to talk to me in a way that you won't want? But then when we come back and be I ain't gonna say we be disrespectful, because some of us handle ourselves in a positive way, but they treat us like, oh, you are a disgruntled employee, you rude, you this, you that, when you just trying to come at them the same way you coming at them. And sometimes we're coming at them with being smarter than them, but they make us feel like, well, make me feel like I'm lesser than because you higher than me because I'm challenging your authority. Like, no, you can't talk to me any kind of way you choose to. Like, check yourself. Like, remember who you talking to. You're talking to another human being. You're not talking to your child. You're not talking to your family member. You're not talking to none of them. You're talking to another human being that's able to comprehend what you say. You would get, like they say, you would catch more flies with honey, right? So treat me with respect. Because trust and believe, Levante is not taking it. I be trying to bite the bullet as much as I can. But people be trying it these days, because I feel like, hold on, you got to calm it down, pipe it down. Like, calm it down a few notches, because this ain't it. Because I stay on ready, so I have to get ready. Like, everybody know, I don't want to bring Zodiac into it, but I'm an Aries. So I stay with a loaded clip. So as soon as you say something to me, I'm already ready. And I be telling people, I don't know who is talking for me, but somebody else be talking for me when I'm mad. Because something just already spews out before I even think it. It just comes out. And I just be like, dang, Vontae, you got yourself in some more trouble. Like, calm down. But I be giving people respect when you see me from day one. I just feel like as soon as you see me day one, don't change on me, or don't flip, or don't do anything different from that. Stay the same way, because I feel like as soon as I peep that you being different, oh, just believe if we get into it, you gonna see, oh snap, I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, you weren't expecting it because I was treating you with respect. If you would have treated me with respect, we wouldn't be in an argument. But I'm going off to on another subject. But yeah, jobs need to treat us with respect, because I feel like you get more out of your employees if you treat them with respect. Like, as long as you treat me the right way, I will do you the same way. Well, I will come in with a smile and work every single day. But if you don't treat me right, do not speak to me at work, because you will get nothing but a winter shoulder. Okay, I ain't gonna say a cold shoulder, because my shoulder is colder than the winter. Okay, I mean colder than the winter. Like, okay, like you're gonna get really frostbite messing with me, because I'm not gonna speak to you at work. You're like, oh, I spoke to you, Levante. Okay, I don't. Me being employed here don't mean I gotta speak to you. I will avoid you as much as possible. I don't care if I gotta talk to Rhonda, Billy, Bob, or Shanae. I'm gonna talk to everybody else around you, because I don't want to speak to you no more. Because once you piss me off or do something to me, I'm going another direction, because I don't want nothing to do with you. And if I have to speak to you, it's gonna be strictly business. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm going to keep it where it's at, because I ain't got time to deal with you and your shenanigans, because I feel like once I peep game, I don't want to speak to you no more. Consider us null and void. Consider us nothing. Like, don't try to be buddy-buddy with me, because I'm going to see right through you, because I hate when jobs, you get hired and they want to be happy. Oh, we're a family. We're this, we're that. That's bullcrap, because every job I get at, I'm either fired because of something that I supposedly had did wrong, and family's supposed to let family know, and we supposed to trust the family. How am I supposed to trust you when you don't have my best interest, and if anything happens, you don't tell me? I get fired. Like, I'd rather us have a open communication where you tell me what's going on, and I fix it so I don't get fired, and you don't go, and I can feel like, okay, yeah, we're family. But don't be behind my back being sneaky, because, I mean, yeah, family can be sneaky, because look what happened in Soul Food with Faith. You know, Faith fucked her husband. But it's neither here or there, because at the end of the day, jobs gonna be jobs. They gonna do what they gonna do. Everybody need to worry about working for themselves. But mental health and jobs, man, I feel like jobs should literally have therapists on deck, and we should have free therapy sessions, because jobs be literally giving you mental stress, because it's like when you get hired, you're trusting them. And then when you get fired, your trust goes down because you figure out, hey, what I get fired for? And they tell you one thing, and you're like, hold on, how I get fired for this when I did the opposite? Like, for example, in my situation, if y'all didn't hear, they told me that, oh, my work ethic, because I couldn't work on my own. But I'm like, I can work on my own, but I just want to get someone to check on my work to make sure it's correct. So therefore, I don't have to worry about you coming back to me saying it's wrong. That's all I want. And to make sure it's just clarity. Just to make sure my work is correct. Because I don't got time for you to come to me and tell me, Vonta, this is wrong the whole time. I'd rather I found out the first time before I start my work. So therefore, when I start it, you don't got to hear from me no more. And I also got a birthday coming up before I post this podcast, April 3rd. I'm so happy about that. Another year I'm on this earth, okay? I'm on this earth. I ain't gonna call this earth a hellhole because it does have some positivity coming in it. Sometimes there's some positivity throughout this world. So I ain't gonna call it negative. Like we gotta find a positivity, I feel like, within ourselves and block out all the negativity that's surrounding us and find the positivity within our own self. I feel like that's a good champ. But yeah, I'm just getting it day by day. Like, I'm happy that I'm here on this earth another year. I'm be 25. I ain't telling nobody my age. I'm gonna be 25. I look good. I feel good. Well, I'm getting to the feeling good. Like, I gotta get to that. I get to that feeling good once I start working, because I can't say me not working is I be neglecting my podcasting and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, I can't keep neglecting my podcast because I ain't working. Because how am I supposed to be a so-called radio host if I'm letting life take over and I'm pushing this to the wayside? Like, a lot of people getting further in their podcast because I'm neglecting my podcast. I could be a little bit further if I put more energy into it and more thought into it. So I'm like, so I got to take this time that I'm partially unemployed to fix on this podcast and do what I got to do to make it more successful than what it is, because I'm going to make it somewhere. Like, heed my words. And I'm saying this now, and I'm setting in this stone, and I'm sitting on this podcast now. I'm going to make it famous. I'm going to make it out of this little Virginia. But I feel like also having a job is a choice. Like, they make it feel like when we come in, oh, we're made to do this. Just like when they tell you, oh yeah, you have to work now. If they tell you, oh yeah, you gotta work late. Hold on, pause. I don't have to work late. My hours are scheduled to, for instance, 9 to 5 o'clock. If something happens after 5 o'clock, that's not my responsibility. You hired me for 5 o'clock. Whatever happens after 5 o'clock, that's your responsibility. The supervisor, the manager, team lead, whatever you are, that's your responsibility. Why is it left upon us to handle something? Like, no, get somebody else to do it, like that lady said. Why we got to worry about that? That's not me. No. And people be getting mad when I be telling them, oh, I got stuff to do. I got another job. Like, we got lives just as well as you do too. Like, I don't get how they really get mad at us for wanting to leave early. Because, well, I ain't gonna say early, but wanting us to leave at our scheduled time. If they say 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock. Like, don't look for me to stay any time past 5. 5 is the limit. That's what I applied for. And they feel like they got to trap you in because you signed that document stating that you want to work there and stating that you want to do this and do that. But I'm like, I stated I want to do 9 to 5. You didn't say nothing of that sort. But I feel like working at a job is a choice. And we got to remember that and keep that in mind. It's a choice to be here. Yeah, we might struggle to find another job, but it's a choice to be here. So don't make me choose to leave. And taking a disrespect also is a choice, because I can leave again. Like, cause I can't say I used to leave jobs when jobs was, out there in the past, I used to leave quickly. As soon as I see a sign of disrespect, I'm going in it with somebody back and forth, and then I'm like, "Bah, I'm gone, I ain't got to take this." Like, my leave game was very high because jobs was out there then. Now, I gotta humble myself, and I hate it. I ain't gonna lie, I hate humbling myself because I feel like I don't want to take this disrespect by another human being. Like, why I gotta take this disrespect from another person when you just my manager? Like, I'm just here to do a job and that's it. Like, y'all make this seem like it's a career. Like, no, this is just a job. A career and a job are two different things, but I feel like career sometimes turn into a job. But this is just a job. I'm just here to get a paycheck. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't want to be here any longer than what I'm supposed to. I don't want to be buddy unless a genuine friendship comes along with somebody. But I'm just here for a job and to go home. Why y'all trying to make me do more than what I'm supposed to? That's why I try to float under the radar and just, be me. And I can't say I got to work on going into jobs being trusting day one. I need to be more observant than more trusting in the beginning because I end up finding out the hard way that I can't trust these people. And once I find out I can't trust them, I'm ready to cuss you out because I put my thoughts first. I put my feelings first. But on another note, I know all of y'all watched this little Freaknik documentary. And I can say that Freaknik documentary didn't give me what I was looking for. Like the way they promoted that Freaknik documentary, I thought they was about to do a deep dive into it. But they gave us a brief overview of what Freaknik was about. Now, I can't say me being a 90s baby, born in 92, okay? That gives you a little glimpse of how old I am because I just told you the year. But that gives you a little glimpse of my age a little bit. But at the documentary, it was okay. I didn't even know Cecil from Married to Medicine. If y'all watched that, he was in it. Somebody clocked that he was in there. Now, me, I was watching it, but I didn't know he was in it. That was beyond what I was looking at. I was just looking for some juicy stuff. And the only juicy things that I found out was that where it went left when, I ain't gonna say Uncle Luke was the cause, but his music was the cause of all the stuff because I feel like, in my opinion, girls started showing ass, hanging ass outside the car, showing their butts, like not wearing underwear, the dudes being aggressive with the women. So it's like we can't really pinpoint who's to blame because I feel like both sexes is to blame. Because I feel like men was enticed by the women and I feel like men were dangling their vaginas like a piece of meat that it looks like roast beef. And the men started attacking. And I'm not going to say we can't blame them. I'm not going to sit there and say they was right for what they were doing because it was 100% wrong. Because I feel like, what do the women expect if you make it a man have a hard penis? Like, what you expect? If a man get a hard penis, he going to react on that hard penis. He ain't going to think with the head on his shoulders. Once that get hard, that brain goes away. That's why I don't understand it. Like, y'all don't make a man hard. Keep a man with a soft dingling. Because if he have a soft dingling, his mind is clear. But I can't say that's near here or there because some men, they still think crazy with a soft dingling. And I still don't understand it. But me being a man myself, I'm glad none of my friends, and I ain't say none of my friends, but we wasn't old enough to go. Because if we did, trust and believe, I would have been in the car with them. Because one lady said that she was in the car and she was fighting off a man while she was in the car and they pulled her out the car. Trust and believe, if I was in that type of situation with my female friend, I know I would have got beat on by some men, but trust and believe, I would have been fighting back. I would have had my friends back. Like, we would have been going in. Like, I'm sorry. I would have been throwing them bows and call me ludicrous, okay? I'd have been throwing all of them because you're not going to sit here and touch my friends while I'm right here. I'm already overprotective with them when I'm around them when it comes to dudes trying stuff. And I know dudes be looking at me like, Lord, what he gonna do? Like, don't worry about me. Just make sure you treat them right. Because I don't want to act out of character. I don't. Because I surely will if provoked. But I can't say if it was around, if I was old enough back then, I would have went. I definitely would have went, but I would have had a whole different outlook on men if I would have saw what they was doing to the women back then. So I can't say the men and women, y'all played off each other. Like, I'm not gonna say the woman caused it, the man caused it, because everybody know right from wrong. But I just feel like y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all turned it sexual by doing sexual things. And what happens when you mix liquor and drugs and put it into and put it in the atmosphere with people? You're gonna get nothing but negativity. The only way I see something positive happening from Freaknik if everybody was on weed. If everybody was smoking weed and didn't have liquor around, that Freaknik probably would have went a whole different way. But I can say in the beginning, the positivity was there. But after the years went on, the negativity happened. And I just feel like they just should have had weed, no liquor around. But when you driving your car, nobody can't tell you how many liquor bottles to bring with you because you driving a car. And we in the 90s. So you know everybody ain't worrying about catching a plane at that moment. Everybody just saying, hey, we hopping in this car. We going to Georgia. We going down there. Because I can't say I would have did the same thing with my friends back then. If they would have said, yeah, we going to Freaknik, and I would have heard how good it was the first time and how good it was the second time, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to go. So, yeah, I'm hopping in the car, and we all going. But they need to leave Freaknik where it's at. We can't resurrect that situation because that happened in a time frame where cell phones, internet, and all of that won't involve. So everybody that's trying to recreate Freaknik, leave it alone. Leave it in the past. Let it go. Let it be what it is. We can't have the same thing happen again. Just like we can't have slavery happen again. So why y'all trying to recreate Freaknik? Leave it in the past. Let it go. And on another note, what me and my friend was talking about, and I love my friend Brittany to death, but we were talking about people using their gifts for the wrong reasons. Like, I know this old, but that dude that jumped at the judge. Now, for one, he could have used his gift for track, the Olympics, pole vaulting, anything in a positive way, because you had to literally jump like you were goddamn flying squirrel over to that judge. Come on now, and I know that took a lot of energy because he jumped up like he was on springs already, like he was on go, like he should have used that instead of at the judge into the Olympics. He could have made United States very famous. Like, come on now, like just like drug dealers and gang members, like y'all should be, y'all be recruiting people to be unlike, yeah, gang members be recruiting people to get in gangs. Why can't y'all be sales agents? Like sell some car insurance, be car salesmen, like be realtors. Y'all can be so much more than what you doing. Like, I don't get that. Like, how you recruit people to be in a gang? Say be a some type of entrepreneur, sell insurance, sell something, okay, but not sell people to be in gangs. Like, you do something positive with that energy. Like, don't just be negative with it. Like, don't just recruit people to be in the gang. Recruit people to actually want to work, do something with their lives. Like, man, the math ain't, the brains ain't, the common sense ain't common sensing, okay? And last but not least, before I end this podcast, this is basically some stuff that I saw and I watched, okay? And this is basically my What Was News part. I need to coin that name, but yeah, this is my What Was News segment. I need to hear some noise like what was news, whatever. I'm gonna get that sooner or later. It'll come to me. But yeah. So I saw on Twitter, well, so-called X, that it was an 11-year-old killed while protecting his mother. And basically, his mother was in a domestic violence situation, and the son was protecting his mother, which he did correctly. But the man was on a restraining order by the mother multiple times, and he got out of jail, and they dated 15 years ago, and he came out of jail to find her and basically kill her. And the son tried to protect his mother, but he ended up dying. And I can't say my heart goes out to him because he did the correct thing, was to protect his mom. And that was, my heart goes out for that because I do the same thing. If my mama in any situation, I'm there. Like when her girlfriend used to get into it, I was right there. I don't care if even though she is a woman, I was right there to protect my mama. Even though I'm not supposed to hit a woman, but I was right there to protect her. But he ended up losing his life protecting his mama. And I feel like the government failed the mother because she did everything by the book by actually getting a restraining order, doing everything correctly, and he broke into the apartment to harm her. And I'm like, why y'all keep sending this man out here in the world, well, not in the world, but out here back into society to do the same thing again if he had a track record of being violent? He should stay in jail for the rest of his life because I feel like he's not able to be in society because his mind is not wrapped up too tight. All his marbles not in that circle. All his marbles are literally outside, and he probably got 3 or 4 in it. Like that really hurt my heart because I'm just like, the government really failed that mother, and she could have kept her son would have been alive to this day if the government would have kept him in jail versus out. Because I feel like if somebody put a restraining order on somebody and they got a history of something, their time in jail should be longer versus shorter. Like, why you want to send them back in the world like they're going to be actually good? No. They gonna be the same person. And I feel like there's no prison reform after they get out of jail. So you sending somebody that's been locked, that's been already crazy before you went in jail, then they end up being a little bit more crazy coming out of jail. So how you expect them to actually come back to society and be regular? They're not going to be. Before they get out of jail, they need to do some months that's connected to their prison sentence and prison reform. So by the time they get out of prison reform, they actually can be in society and be a little bit normal without having a relapse and going back to jail. Like, come on now. If you put drug addicts in rehab, why can't you put convicts into rehab too before they come back into civilization? Because the only thing you're going to get is more crazy people. But that's beyond me. Because like I told myself, if I can't reach it, I can't control it. But this is some stuff that the government can do, but choose not to do, okay? You tell them to go left, they're going to go a whole right. Like, I don't get it. Then it's a TikTok door kick challenge. Now, for one, when I was younger, we used to do knick-knock and bang on the door or bang on the windows. When it happened to me as I got older, I felt bad because I'm like, yo, this is the same thing I used to do. And now I'm cussing at these kids out because they doing something I used to do now. I'm pissed off because they banging on my window. And I can't get mad at them. But now, I'm glad I stay upstairs because now you can't bang on my window. And if you run all the way up the stairs and they kick my door, that's a lot of energy and I'm going to see you. But nowadays, you can't even talk to these kids because their mouth is worse than a grown adult. They're ready to cuss you out like they work 5 jobs and get a salary check. Like, hold on. How you cussing at me and you don't even have a job? You still in school. Your mama still pay for everything for you. So why you coming at me sideways? But yeah, they doing a door kick challenge. And it's just sad because they might kick on the wrong door and might get something that they don't want. And that's sad to say. Because why you kicking on somebody's door just to create a challenge? Just like the kid boy stealing cars for no reason. Then also to add, I don't get how people was upset with Chrisette Michele for singing for Trump, but people want to buy Trump shoes. Like, y'all are so hypocritical. Because how y'all gonna get mad for Chrisette Michele for singing for Trump, but she got a check for singing for him, and y'all don't get a check for singing for Trump, And then y'all just want Trump to give y'all free money when that money ain't free. Because look where we at now, struggling to pay bills because y'all think that Trump is going to look out for us. He is not. He is not. Them shoes that y'all think y'all want to get are ugly, gold ass shoes with American flag when our ancestors were slaves and some of them jumped ship because they don't want to be in bondage. Like, come on now, make it make sense. Y'all see why these people jump ship. Y'all see, like, make it make sense. Y'all want to sit here and tap dance for a man that don't care about you. Like, I don't want to get into politics and all of that right now, but I'm leaving it right there. But like I said, I don't get why people are being hypocrites to Chrisette Michelle. And I know she probably looked about like, the same people talking about, how y'all gonna be the partner called the kettle black. But y'all were just talking about me doing something. She had a dress with African American people that was mistreated by white people. So she made a statement with her performance. What statement are y'all making by buying his shoes? Only statement y'all making is that y'all stupid and foolish. Y'all more foolish than Ashanti. Then also I read that it was 3 kids, 11, 12, and 16, that was arrested by the FBI for allegedly robbing a Wells Fargo bank, right? And 2 of the boys' parents ended up turning them in after they seen the pictures on the internet and stuff and on the news. So I feel this way. I really hope the parents whoop their ass before they set them to the jail. Because I hope these kids got a legitimate reason for robbing a bank. Because what you doing robbing a bank and you only 11, 12, and 16? What you using the money for, to play on Fortnite? To get money for your PlayStation? Like, what are you doing? And I hope their only reason for robbing the bank is to better their family. That's the only thing I can see you doing, is to better your family because your family is struggling, so you want to get a job. But still, that still don't justify you robbing the bank, because you can mow a lawn, wash a car, help an old person. All this positive stuff you can do out here versus robbing a bank, because you're not old enough to buy a house or to buy a car or to even drive a car. So what you doing with the money? Because when I was 11, 12, and 16, I won't think about robbing a bank. And I wish me and my friends would think about robbing a bank. Like, my mama paying for literally everything while I'm 11, 12, and 16. So what I got to worry about? What am I worried about? My parent is the one that need to rob the bank, not me. I'm a child. Why am I robbing the bank? My parent need to rob the bank more than me. And what I need to do is find me a little side gig out here to make some extra money so my parent don't got to struggle to pay for anything for me. That's what these kids is all lazy. And I can't say, I know I was a little bit tad bit lazy because I didn't want to wash my granddad car for $20 because he had a truck. But I did what I had to do. But I just feel like, I just really hope and pray they did that to support their family, because I don't see no other twist around that, because that is crazy. And also, last but not least, I saw a video where the teacher was a rapper. She was rapping and doing her little 1-2, like she sounded good and everything, and she ended up getting fired because she's a rapper. Just like a teacher I seen, they said that she got fired because she was a stripper and somebody found out and they fired her. I'm like, for one, y'all parents need to mind your business. Whatever this teacher do behind closed doors is their business. As long as they ain't teaching that to your child, why is you worried about what they do at night? It's like a teacher got to be a teacher 24/7. Like, they can't escape that box of being a teacher. That's it. Like, that's all these people want them to be, is a teacher all day. Like, why? They got a life too. They got bills. Why y'all want this teacher to just be a teacher all day, every day? That's stressful. Worry about taking care of your badass kid. Worry about that. Why you worried about this teacher doing what they doing behind closed doors? It's behind closed doors. It is not during school hours. This teacher ain't stripping in front of the kids. So why is you worried? Well, I don't get it. I really don't. And that got me really hot. Because it's like, people need to mind if this world consisted of everybody minding their business, we'll be in a better place. Because that situation was basically, let me mind my business because they doing what they doing. My child is ace in the class. My child is good, perfect attendance. They got A's. The teacher doing good. They doing their job. I'm fine. But the teacher that was rapping, I feel like if she was basically rapping about something positive, because she was a history teacher, maybe it would have went a different way. But since she was vulgar with her rapping, it went a different way. But I just feel like everybody loves to tell on everybody. Like if I had a child, my teacher was my child, or either, since I have a nephew, if my nephew's teacher was rapping, I'm not gonna sit here and go and say, "Oh yeah, let me go tell on this teacher," and then kind of find out the teacher wanted to see the person that snitched, but they wouldn't show their face. I'm like, how you gonna sit here and talk about and cause some commotion, but not stand on your word? I'm gonna stand on. If I'm ratting you out, I'm gonna stand on it. Be like, yeah, I was the one. Yeah, it was me. It was me. It was Levante. It was me. I told on you. Like, I'm not about to sit here and just hide and tell. Like, no, I'm gonna tell and be like, yeah, I was it. I was the person. But I just feel like everybody just need to mind their business and leave things where it's at. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out this podcast today, right now, at this moment, because I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off, okay? Because I done talked enough for today. But I'm gonna talk some more on the next podcast. Because I didn't get to everything like I should, but I'm gonna make this a little short because it just be today. It's me up here. But I really thank y'all for listening and for following me on all my social media accounts and if y'all want to be a guest up here, just hit me up on any of my social medias, like any because I'm gonna respond. I'm a slow responder, but I will respond. It just takes me some time because I be over here worried about my little world, and I feel like you gotta call me or message me so I can see it. But trust me, I'm gonna get to it. But if you want to be a guest up here, message me. And if you want to send me a little voicemail, rate my show, send me comment on it, rate it. Send me a little voicemail on any topic that you want me to talk about at 757-957-5290. Okay? I'm trying to look at this little script without my glasses on, so my eyes are getting a little big. But if you want to talk about anything, just hit up that number at 757-957-5290, okay? And I will give you the advice that you may need on any situation that you want to talk about, okay? Because I'm not shy to talk about anything. I don't mind it. It will be anonymous, though. I will be, because I ain't going to rat you out. Like I said before, it's none of nobody's business. If everybody mind their own, well, this world will be way better. But on that note, everybody be safe and be kind, okay? That's all I can say. Be safe and be kind. I need to say that every episode.